So I try to play acoustic shows anywhere and everywhere. I mean, I've played the most awkward places on earth. I've played some of the coolest places. I guess I could say there's been one acoustic show that I've played that I wish I didn't. It was in Des Moines, Iowa, where I live. I live in Des Moines, and tonight, my wife, my kids, and I, we're going to take off driving back home to Des Moines. So if you're the praying type, if you could pray about that trip, that'd be cool. Mostly that you keep all your deer off of the interstate and all that. But my wife and I, we were, I think we were looking on Facebook or whatever, and it had there's this festival that was happening. Let me say, this festival in the Drake area in Des Moines. And like, they were like, oh, there's some slots available on this stage, this US Bank stage is what they called it, which it had a title, so you're like, oh, US Bank stage, that could be cool, right? And the Wells Fargo stage, the whatever. I'm like, maybe we could do that. So we contacted this person who posted it, like, hey, I'll do an acoustic set, that's cool. And they're like, yeah, that'd be awesome, cool, be here at this time, this would be your time slot, or whatever. We show up, and it wasn't like a street fair, it wasn't cool, it wasn't anything where it's like, oh, this is awesome, right? There's stuff to do, things to see. And the US Bank stage, as it turns out, was just the front deck of the US Bank that was there. And so it wasn't a stage, it was just kind of like, yeah, sit there and play, right? There's these, I think there are picnic tables, I don't know what there were. And so they're like, yeah, so you'll play at this time, right here. I'm like, oh, this is the stage. I'm like, yeah, so just whatever. And there's no one at this street fair anyway. I mean, literally, there might be 20 people, and they're all working booths, you know? So we're like, okay, what have I gotten myself into, right? And so I made the decision, I'm gonna bail, right? I'm just gonna leave. And we had parked a couple blocks up. I don't know, I guess they had the streets blocked off or something. And so we're gonna walk this way, up around the block, over here, and then hop in the car real quick and jet, right? So they don't see us leaving, right? Already it was hard for me to be like, yeah, I'm gonna bail on this show, right? Because it wasn't a show, it was like me bailing someone else out and it didn't matter type thing, right? And so we take off walking and we get up one block and we cut across and we're like, there's the car. We're like, we're almost there. My phone starts ringing. I look at it and it's the person who had booked me to play the stage, and I look down and they're like at the end of the street. This type thing. I'm like, no way, right? So we have to go back after we made the decision to bail on this awkward situation. And like, yeah, you're up. I'm like, oh man, yeah, I am. So we go over there and there's nobody. There's nobody watching, there's nobody there to watch. And there's this big beer truck with one of those big reefers on the back of it, like an air conditioning unit type thing, cooler. So I can barely even hear myself think. There's no PA system either, so it's just me playing and singing to the birds and whatever. And so I hear, I'm like, I guess I'm gonna play. And it was me, Tiffany, and Jackson, right? And maybe a friend of ours, I don't know if someone else was there. And I'm like, I start playing, and this guy comes walking up and sits down, so I'm like, someone, I remember vividly, he was the only person who walked up. I was like, what's your name? He's like, Tim. I'm like, Tim, this song is dedicated to you, right? And so I started playing this song, and I might even play it later, just so you know. You know what? Let's just make this story worse, right? And so I'm like, Tim, this song is dedicated to you. And he's like, all right. So I'm like, Tommy used to work on the docks. Union's been on strike. He's down on his luck. It's tough. So tough. Gina was a diamond. working for a man. She brings home a pay for love. For love. At this point, Tiffany and Jackson walk off because Jackson didn't want to sit there anymore. It's just me and Tim, right? It's just me and Tim, right? So I'm like, since we got our hold on to what we got, it doesn't make a difference if we make it overnight. We got each other, and that's a lot for love. We're giving a shot. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Whoa, living on a prayer. Coming into the second verse, Tim's phone rings. He stands up. Hello? Yeah. Walks off. I'm like, Tommy's got a 6-string guitar. Now he's holding when he used to make it talk so tough. So tough. Gina dreams of running away. She cries in the night time and whispers, baby, it's okay. Someday. She says we gotta hold on to what we got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it overnight. We got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Whoa, living on a prayer. Living on a prayer. So it was just me on the last half. He literally stood up and was like, hello? Yeah, I could hear part of his conversation while I'm playing. So, when I say that I played the worst of the worst, that was one of the worst experiences because I already tried to bail on it because I knew how bad it was going to be. And I got caught leaving down the street. And then I came back and literally, I'm like, Matt, I'm going to do an acoustic set for you. Okay, go for it. It's just me. It was rough.